What's going on, everybody? Cyanide here, and welcome to Duo Q. Today, we're going to be taking a look at an in-depth guide of my favorite champion, Volibear. Alright, so Volibear is a very unpopular jungler right now, especially in the current meta. But I have managed to climb all the way to Platinum 3 with him. I have 260 ranked games played with a 60% win rate. So if you like playing champions that are a little non-meta, but definitely can carry, then you've come to the right place. Alright, so today we're going to be covering runes, which will be my recommendations and what you can run, pros and cons, build paths and options, Volibear's counterplay, jungle clear, and live game commentary. So, without further ado, go ahead, stick around, and I hope you enjoy this guide. Alright guys, so my recommended rune path for Volibear is going to be the Resolve and the Precision Tree. We're going to take Aftershock, Bone Plating, Second Wind, and Overgrowth. Aftershock just works really well with your kit because literally half of your abilities are CC related, and it's not on that long of a cooldown, so you pretty much have it up every single time you gank a lane. Bone Plating and Second Wind, they work hand in hand together, because while you're healing up a little bit from your Second Wind, your Bone Plating is helping you take less damage, so it's kind of like evening out the process, maybe even working out in your favor more so. And Overgrowth just for the overall natural tankiness. Now, for Precision, we're going to take Alacrity, because it's going to help you proc your W sooner because of the bonus attack speed, and it will help with your jungle clear, and Volibear kind of struggles with clearing early on, so this will definitely help towards the mid-game more. And Coup de Grace, because it synergizes really well with your execute on your W ability. And I just think overall this is definitely the best way you can go about your runes. Alright, so next up, this is a page that you can run, but I think it's more for fun, but it definitely has its utility in competitive play. So this page is even more gank heavy than the previous one. With it, you're going to want to rush some boots for your Predator. I don't really need to explain why you would get Predator on Volibear. And this is going to save you about 2k gold in the early game because you're not going to have to build a Righteous Glory because of the Predator. But we'll get into that in our build later on in the video. So it's going to be Cheap Shot to proc with your Q and E, Zombie Ward because it's an overpowered rune, Relentless Hunter for the bonus movement speed, and Celerity and Water Walking because your goal with this rune page is to literally be everywhere on the map at all times as often as you can, providing crazy amounts of pressure. You wouldn't be farming too much with this page. You would just have too much mobility and presence, and you should just be constantly applying pressure to every single lane. Make sure your laners are getting ahead, and make sure that the enemy's getting denied farm. Very quickly, we're going to hit the pros and cons of Volibear. So some of his pros are he has strong ganks, he has overall great CC, he is tanky, and his passive is absolutely outstanding, especially for diving in the early game. He has a built-in execute, and he has powerful engage and disengage tools. His cons are heavy CC comps make it very difficult for him to gank and engage. High mobility teams can escape easily if they use their gap closers properly, and he has a lot of item counterplay, but this doesn't really matter as much in low elo. I noticed when I was in silver and gold that didn't really happen very often. But these items would be like your Banshee's Veils, your Blade of the Ruined King, your Sorelias, your Thorn Mail, because it helps stop his passive, and Summoner Spell counterplay being a properly timed Ignite or Exhaust. It can really mess up your passive, and it can really stop your gank. Alright, we're going to start off with what your core build is going to be. Your core build is going to look like this 99% of games. Your core build is going to be a Cinder Hulk, a Righteous Glory, and Merc Treads. The only time you would ever stray away from Merc Treads is if the enemy team has a very low CC comp. And then you would basically just pick up what you need at that point. I would always recommend Tabbies, just because it helps out with the Assassin and the Snowball meta. So I choose a very unorthodox build order. I almost always get a Bammy Cinder and Boots on my first back. I try to back with 1,200 gold so I can do this. Followed by that, I rush my Righteous Glory. Now, the reason I rush Righteous Glory is because the sooner you get it, the sooner your ganks become even more oppressive. Flashes, Summoners, they don't really matter the second you Righteous Glory into an enemy lane because you're just a super fast bear. And it feels so good, man, just pressing that Righteous Glory and diving on into that enemy team and securing that kill. Alright, guys, so we're just going to take a quick little look at a game from earlier today where I was playing with some of my friends and show you how a typical leash goes. Honestly, I love getting leashed by Kaisa. It's just so strong. I almost always start on my bot side 90% of games because it's just the stronger leash, and Volibear doesn't exactly have the greatest early game clear. So you're going to see I'm going to start my red buff on the bot side. I'm going to take 2 small wolves, and I'm going to go ahead and scurry on up right over to the Scuttle Crab. And the reason for this is that your 2 wolves will help you hit level 3 faster once you finish doing the Scuttle Crab and you get your blue buff. So it's pretty standard stuff. The only thing I would say is, depending on who the jungler is and how well you know the matchup, don't be afraid to go for an aggressive Scuttle Crab because Volibear is one of the best duelists in the game at early levels, and he can definitely pick up really easy kills, as you saw in that first clip of this video. Alright guys, right before we get into the final live part of the video, I'm just going to be showing you guys some quick examples of how to use Volibear's E and his Q. It stops all jumps, all dashes, all great escape paths, basically. So you see the Kha'Zix tries to jump over there, I E, I stop it. This works on a wide variety of champions. Even right there, when you flip him with the Q, Nar's animation finishes, but the flip still happens and he comes right back into the front of you. It's really good for ganking, and it's important to remember when you're going to look for picks on these lanes. See? Tristana jumps up. I hit her with the flip. She comes right back to me. It's just way too easy, man. Q is a little bit harder to hit than the E because the Q is more not just reaction time based, but you also need to right click them at the same time and follow them with your mouse. Whereas opposed to E, you just press it and it stops. Really easy one is Yasuo. When he comes right through to you, you just dash, you just E him right in place. When he's dashing through to minions, you can do the same thing and push him away. Really helped out getting his escape. And here's my personal favorite, Rengar ult. Look at that. You see that his icon is coming up, so you know somebody's going to get ulted on. So you stand next to your squishies in the team fights, and you press E as soon as you see him appear. It's that easy, guys. Alright, guys. We're going to be hopping into the live game commentary portion of the video now. So, first wants to go for an invade. I personally don't enjoy invading. I feel like even if it goes well, you've cursed yourself for the rest of the game. But who knows? Could be wrong. Yeah, that guy's dead. Oh, first blood for the bear. Easy. Alright. Well, we're going to go back and spend this gold real quick. And we're going to pick up... We're actually going to pick up some boots to help with our ganks. Feels good, guys. Feels good. We'll see how it plays out, though. Alright, guys, just while we're getting this leash here, I'm going to go ahead and let you know. A little pro tip that I like to do before games start is I like to check out all of my lanes. So I can see I got an Annie mid, a Yasuo top, and a Mordekaiser and Thresh bot. And what I do with this knowledge is I look at what lanes can provide me the most CC for my ganks. Granted, I am a tank with a lot of CC, and I can pretty much gank any lane that I want to. It's just good to know where the extra is, so you can get that nice, easier kill. We're going to go ahead and fight this Kane here. Alright, going to go ahead and focus out the Xayah. Oh, no. Alright, so we know we got a sum here, and a heal. So we're going to go ahead and just kind of walk through the mid lane right now. And we're not looking to really get a kill. We're looking just to blow a sum because I don't have my Q. Oh, what great timing. Alright, got a pretty aggressive start going on right here. I don't have a ward, sadly, for this. We're going to drag this over to the bush, so in case Kane tries to cheese us, we can see what's going on. We also know that Orianna has no flash, so I'm going to try to go ahead and head down mid side. Bot's getting pushed in pretty hard, so I'm probably going to look for a gank mid and start making my way bot. Because Volibear struggles before Bambi Cinders with camps like chickens, so there's kind of no point for me to go. Alright, this Ori's pathing is terrible. This is free. Alright, so now we're going to sit here. I'm not going to take the farm from my laner. I'm just going to help her push it in. And the reason for this is so that the Ori doesn't get the EXP. See, the Kayn is smart, and he came to soak up this EXP. But if he comes forward to last hit this, I can probably flip him. Alright, I don't have enough mana to come down bot lane. What we're going to do is we're just going to drop a ward here, and we're going to go back, and we're going to pick up our first items. Alright, so we're going to go for a long route gank right now. Just going to go ahead to respect that. Kayn 6. I don't want to fight this. And we're out of there. We're going to continue to stick around and fight this, though. Volibear does a lot of damage. They're going to be able to pick that up. Oh, the Pike's still alive. That's really unfortunate. They're going to pick that up, though. And they're going to be good to go. He's going to get that auto attack. Good stuff. And we're about 600 gold away from our glory. Yeah, which is going to be our massive power spike. And the longer laning phase is going to happen for us, the better. Ori's playing a lot safer now because she knows that I got my eyes set on her. And that's okay, because eventually she'll overextend. Aurelia will be a problem late game. I'm probably going to have to head up there at some point. They're probably going to look for a dive. I'm going to smite this since I have 2. And head on up there. He didn't need to overextend there. He knew that the Kayn was there because I pinged, unless he somehow missed my ping. I'm just going to hang around here. This man tried to invade me. I don't know why. But we're going to go ahead and be able to pick up probably another kill here, especially if the Annie gets their stun off. And guys, this is what I was talking about earlier in the video. See, I acknowledged that Kayn went top and that he knew I started my red late, so that he'd probably come challenge it. But the problem is he didn't have lane priority on both lanes, and I saw that mid was missing. And either way, it was a 4-1 Volibear. I know my champion. I know his power spikes and his limits. So I just went ahead and I waited for him. He face-checked me. Regardless if he had ult, I have too much CC, if I time it correctly, for him to be able to get away from it, as you saw previously. Alright, Kayn's mid now. I want to dive this Aurelia, but it's just better for me to go get my Righteous Glory right now. Alright, Kayn wasted his E. We know that Ori has no flash again. I wanted to go top, but this Kayn's exerting way too much pressure in the mid lane right now, and I need to match that, especially since my Yasuo is not losing. When she goes for that cannon, I'm going to gank. Alright, we're going to hard shove this in. I normally don't take my laner's farm, but I need this. We need first tower right here because of what's going on bot lane. That's fine. I'm just going to sit here and tank this for my team. Tanking it out. All right, we're good to go. My passive's going to tick, and as long as we play this right, we can also get a dive off. And he does have ult. They got a lot of wave clear. They don't have their ADC, so we're going to go ahead and start this drag. Just real safe plays, guys. There's not really a point for us to drag it out because as a Volibear, I have a W and a smite. Hopefully I don't lose it here. That would be incredibly embarrassing. So once it gets to 800, we're going to bite and smite. So I know that Kane's dead. We have mid lane pressure. I'm clearing a ward. I'm going to drop this right here so I can have vision on his blue. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to wait for this Kane to come by for his blue, and then I'm going to kill him at it. And then once he's dead, I'm going to secure the Rift Herald. It's really important to push your lead like this, guys, especially on the enemy jungler. Looks like my enemy's looking for a play also. My enemy wants to do the blue, but I'd really, really rather just kill this Kane and secure that he's dead. Okay, Kane is somewhere else on the map because his Rost form showed up, which is not up here. All right, I don't know what this guy's doing. I'll fight you also. So now that they have no jungler, I mean, that just worked out better. I was going to be more sneaky about it, but my Annie playing pretty well. Pretty happy with her. It comes up. I'm going to just hold on to my smite right here. So instead of going for my blue this time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my red and come up top, unless this Aurelia backs before then. Yeah, since Kane went Rost form, we're going to go ahead and take Merc Tread still for the CC. What do they got? Alright, since we're ahead, I'm going to go ahead and pick up a Warmogs right now. And he's going bot to pressure that, which is super bueno for us, so I'm going to head top. Try to secure this. Oh, well played by the Yasuo. Go ahead and get this red. Oh, what happened bot side, boys? You guys have a numbers advantage. Alright, Aurelia has no ult and she TP'd top. I'm going to let my Yasuo know I'm coming for a dive. Alright, I'm just going to let this crash and I'm going to come look for this dive. This is just going to be really easy for us. Alright, really easy. And it works really well with the Wombo with Yasuo. I don't really care if this Pike comes up here. He can't do anything to me. I'm way too big. And I know I can defend my Yasuo. We're going to go ahead and clear this pink ward, and it's going to be better for us to back off. And head on over to this mid lane. I don't know what this Aurelia is thinking. I'm just way too big. And this is a problem, guys, especially in lower elo. Like, we're playing in, like, I think high gold, low plat right now. I'll check after the game. But, like, players don't understand how to play from behind. Really, their team would outscale us. Volibear falls off the later the game goes on. I'd say his best time to be played is to finish the game before 30 minutes. Come here. A little more auto. I don't think we can end right here. Okay, if this man's going to be that greedy and he's going to die, then yes, he can. Alright, it's time for us to back up right here. It might be a little bit too late for me. My team's going to need to get out. Should have taken the inhib and left. I got a little greedy with how big I am. Nice, going to be able to finish the Warmogs. So I just let my team know I'm looking to Baron. Wants a Dragon Baron. Just going to go ahead and go with the team on this one. Yeah, that is a better call, actually. Because Mordekaiser has ult up. Alright, I would really like to catch this Xayah here so I could show you guys how well Volibear is at assassinating squishies. I'm just going to go ahead and get this. That tower's not going to die. Plus, we still have all tier 3s. Alright. This man's crazy. Trying too hard to secure these stuffs. Oh. Alright, so they have no jungler, so this Baron is safe, and I have Smite this time. If Annie gets picked here, that's really bad. She's a very core part of our team fight. Really can't throw the Baron here. I'm a fast bear. I'm a fast bear. Alright, boys. Surprised we're not going to FF after this one. It is 29-9. I know my team's proxying the wave, but I'm just going to go ahead right here and make sure that we get this wave pushed in. I don't know why they're pressuring up here when we have free objectives down here. They're getting a little greedy with their lead. I'd rather just play it safe and make sure we get what we get. Yeah, look at that. I got to go over here and help. She dashes in. I'm just going to peel away for the team. Just going to keep ignoring their damage. I really don't care. I have passive. I'm going to be fine. Oh, well-timed ignite right there. I'm going to have to go ahead and back out and be respectful. I am going to die. That was a very good ignite by whoever did that. Oriana. And that was what I brought up in the earlier video, guys. Well-timed ignite can really mess you up. I can take this very fast. I do have Righteous Glory up. Passive in 28 seconds. I'm going to be looking for a flank or a dive. We're just in a bad position here. We're going to have to... Oh, I don't know why she did that. Most people are not prepared for the volley E range. It's actually kind of big if you guys check it out. It's huge. Go ahead and end the game here. All right. Team's having a little bit too much fun. I like to close out my games. All right, guys, and that's how you play Volibear Jungle.
They are privileged to die at my feet.